Thanks for tuning in. This is the Sweet Cyclist, and today we're going to be reviewing the fabric gripper bottle and bottle cage. So here we have Fabric's gripper bottle cage and their gripper bottles. The bottle is a standard 600 milliliter water bottle, and this is the Bikes decal version. While the bottle cage is designed to work with any standard water bottle and is a fiber reinforced nylon. Price-wise, the bottle itself for the 600 milliliter version is $8, while the fiber reinforced nylon is $15. It's available in different colors, as is the water bottle. You can also get an insulated version of this if you ride in summer weather. Packaging-wise, really simple. There's not much unboxing to do here. A simple tag here, and if we just pop this open, it comes right off. As with all the Fabric's products, the graphics themselves on the actual pamphlets and cardboard backings are really nice. High contrast white on the their kind of iconic light green color. You have a simple zip tie holding the bottle cage on. And with that off, you can see individually these are both standard items. Like the bottle cage will work with any bottle, and the bottle will work with any other bottle cage. But you can see when I put them together, this nice integrated grippy texture really works together. So now let's take a look at the weight of these items. The cage by itself is 36 grams, while the 600 milliliter gripper bottle is 68. So now let's take a look at the fit and finish of the gripper bottle cage and the gripper bottle. Starting with the bottle cage, you can see it's a rather standard design, really minimal, with a rather tall profile. This is a top entry bottle cage, and as I mentioned, it's available in different colors. This is the red version. It has a matte finish, and it's constructed from nylon, so it has a very smooth texture to it. What makes this kind of unique is the integrated grippy non-slip texture on the top portion. And what really makes this bottle and bottle cage work together is that little raised lip here you can see on the top, and that matches the profile of the bottle, so it provides you a really secure fit. Mounting wise, really simple. You have two embossed holes here for standard bolts. Bottle wise, this is the Bikes decal version, available in different colors. 600 milliliter, as I mentioned, they have the insulated version. It's pretty standard. I think it's between an elite bottle in terms of the softness and a CamelBak bottle, but really easy to use. This has a standard bite valve, so you see you pull it up and then you push it down when you need it. So it's a pull-push type valve. This means it will leak if you leave it upside down and open, so you have to push it back in. Again, you have that nice grippy texture here and a really well-defined ring, grip ring, so really easy to hold. And the texture means even with gloves on, this is definitely not going to slip out of your hand. As with any bottle, the important part is how clean can it be. Usually bottles get pretty nasty, especially when you use bottle mixes or drink mixes. So here's the nozzle. It's a really simple mechanism. You can see there's just two tabs on the inside holding that together. And you can actually push them in for a full cleaning and pop it out. So you see, mechanism really simple. You just have this nice soft silicone cap part that you can easily clean. And it's nice and large. You don't have a lot of grooves on the inside. That's one issue with the old CamelBaks. They'd have a lot of inside grooves, which would be really hard to clean, but here it's a nice cylindrical profile on the inside. So I imagine it's really easy to clean, and then you can see the little grooves here make it easier to put back in. So to put it back in, you just kind of squeeze it. And then it goes in easier than it goes out. And then pop it in, and that's it. So high flow nozzle, and really easy to modulate, especially with how soft it is. Now what makes the products unique is when you use them together, they're really molded for each other. So as we saw, that little raised lip here matches the profile of that ring perfectly. So now let's take a look at the bottle and bottle cage mounted on my Specialized Roubaix. You can see they work really well together. That raised lip here prevents it from being lifted off accidentally, so you can really hit a lot of bumps or potholes and don't have to worry about the bottle. To remove the bottle, you just pull up a little bit. This will stretch out, and then it'll easily come out. My only main complaint here is how tall this is. So you can see when I lift up, it'll actually hit the top. So to remove it, even with this 58 centimeter frame, you have to pull and really yank it out That's one reason I wish it was a little bit lower. So now let's compare the bottle and bottle cage versus some other products on the market. Here I have a standard Planet Bike metal bottle cage. This is the profile we've all come to expect. Really standard. You have a nice two-prong design here that's flexible, and you can always flex it in or out. And then the bottom that's flat to hold the bottle in place. Compared to the gripper version, you can see this is a lot taller. That's one of my criticisms, especially if you have a smaller frame. You're not going to be able to put the bottle in as easily as you would with a shorter cage. So this comes all the way to top. So that's something to watch out for. But with the raised lip here, you can see it's a lot more secure, and you have more contact between the bottle cage and the bottle, unlike a standard bottle cage. Now, being made of nylon, this is not a fancy carbon fiber cage, so it's a little less sexy visually, but at $15 and only 36 grams, it's quite light. Bottle-wise, we have a couple more interesting comparisons here. I have the standard Podium 3 here on the right, and I have the fabric gripper. You can see profile-wise, really simple. Quite similar. This has a ring as well, but a little bit higher, and it has a more slowly sloping profile, while this one's a little more extreme. You don't have that grippy texture here on the standard Podium bottle, but what sets the Podium bottle apart is the jet valve nozzle, and you can see that here. So this is non-leak, so I can flip it over, won't leak. And then it's also easy to drink, as you just have to provide a little pressure. However, this one is obviously easier to clean and a simpler mechanism than the jet valve. Also, you have no positive lockout with the fabric bottle. So with the CamelBak, you can always put it in a locked mode, which is great for transportation, so it won't leak when it's on the road. Maybe a more fair comparison is the Elite Fly bottle. This one's a little well used, but you can see quite similar. Softness-wise, the Elite is really soft, as they're so lightweight that the material is really thin. But I would say this is about between the CamelBak and the Elite. So softer than the CamelBak, but not quite as soft. Design-wise, again, pretty similar. They all have standard outer diameter. It's just, again, the grip ring is a little bit more steep, so a little easier to hold, and you have that integrated texture. The nozzle caps are also a little bit different. The Elite is really simple, while the fabric has these nice grippy textures on them to make it easier to handle. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the fabric gripper bottle and bottle cage. I really like the modern design of the bottle and cage. They have really clean, simple lines, as well as multiple color options to really mix and match with your bike. They also are really well designed to work together. That lip on the bottle cage really holds down the bottle, so you don't have any danger of dropping a bottle on a pothole or a big bump. They're also really easy to clean, both the bottle and the bottle cage. Their designs make it really easy to get inside the nozzle, as well as remove any dust or dirt from the cage itself. Some of the cons are the push and pull valve on the bottle. I really prefer the jet valve on the Podium bottles, as it's a lot easier to use, and then it's no drip, so if you flip it upside down, you won't lose any water. Also, another con is that the bottle cage is better designed for this bottle. It will work for other bottles, but with some bottles that don't have that indentation there, that lip will actually cause it to not sit flush. Also, the tall profile of the cage makes it a little more difficult to remove a bottle. So if you have a smaller bike frame, this might not be a good combination for you. Taking everything into account, I would give the bottle and bottle cage combination a 8 out of 10. I think it's a really well-designed combination and really matches with other fabric accessories. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. You can also see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.